Welcome back. Today we are going to be handing over the reins of video creation to the AI world in the form of ChatGBT. Now, ChatGBT was created in 2022 and seems to be the thing that everybody is talking about at the moment. But what I really want to know is if it can help me make an engaging YouTube video. So the plan is I will allow ChatGBT to make the script and lay out the video for myself, and then I will go ahead and put all the pieces together to create the video. So, with the premise of the video laid out, let's get into this and let's see if ChatGBT can make an engaging YouTube video. So, I decided to make a video on Dead Space 2. As for what the video will entail, well, I allowed this to be decided by ChatGBT. So, I opened Google, booted it up and typed, "Please create a video script for Dead Space 2 video." Now, I know I probably didn't need to add the word video twice, but either way, as you can see, it formulated a full video blueprint for me in literally a matter of seconds. So, at this point, it's now up to me to get the footage and audio required to bring this AI-induced video idea to life. And that brings us to stage 2. So, this is probably the most fun aspect of video game creation, actually getting to play the game. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to jump onto Dead Space 2, get the footage needed to make the video, and then after that I'll be jumping on Cubase to make the sound and music for the video to essentially gel it all together. So let's get going. Now, I hadn't played Dead Space 2 in a number of years, and I'm glad to say it's still just as fun in 2023 as it was when I first played it. And getting to punch and shoot my way through alien hordes all in the name of video creation gave it an even more purposeful reason than just playing the game for the sake of enjoyment. After collecting the necessary footage, I jumped onto Cubase, powered up my MIDI keyboard, and got to creating background music and the ambient sound required to gel the video together. After this was done, I was ready to get into the last stage of the video creation process. So, this was the final stage of the video creation process. At this point, I'm putting together all the pieces the AI has told me to collect and assemble them in a way that fit the script provided by ChatGBT. So, while doing this, I had the same question rolling around in my head the entire time. Will this video be any good? Can ChatGBT actually make a good gaming content video? Well, I guess it's time to find out. This is the final stage. Dead Space 2, one of the most popular horror games of all time. If you love being terrified by grotesque monsters and jump scares, then this is the game for you. In this video, we're going to be taking a deep dive into the story, gameplay mechanics, and everything else that makes Dead Space 2 such an incredible game. The story of Dead Space 2 takes place 3 years after the events of the first game. You play as Isaac Clarke, an engineer who finds himself trapped on a space station infested with deadly alien creatures called necromorphs. As you make your way through the station, you discover that there's a sinister plot at work, and you are the only one who can stop it. Dead Space 2 is a third-person shooter, and the combat is intense and satisfying. You have a variety of weapons at your disposal, from a plasma cutter that can slice through enemies to a line gun that can decapitate them. The game also introduces a new melee weapon, the javelin gun, which allows you to impale enemies to walls and objects. Additionally, you have a suit that can be upgraded to provide you with more protection and abilities. One of the most unique features of Dead Space 2 is the way you deal with enemies. Necromorphs can only be defeated by dismemberment, meaning you have to target their limbs and other body parts to defeat them. This adds a layer of strategy to the combat, as you have to decide which limb to target based on the enemy's behaviour and attack patterns. The game also features some intense and terrifying moments that will leave you on the edge of your seat. The sound design is top notch, and the game's atmosphere is incredibly creepy. There are plenty of jump scares and heart-pumping moments that will keep you coming back for more. Dead Space 2 is a must-play for anyone who loves horror games. With its intense combat, terrifying atmosphere, and engaging story, it's one of the best horror games of all time. Whether you're a fan of the genre or just looking for a good scare, this game is definitely worth checking out. So, what are you waiting for? Grab a copy and start playing today.